Hello, I'm Grant, and this is Bluehost, a web hosting provider that I'm going to show you today for people that are looking to host a website for personal or business needs. First of all, some of the free features you are going to get once you have signed up with them are a free domain name for the first year, which means you will not be charged for a new domain name for an entire year. Also, you get a free SSL certificate, which enables an encrypted connection, which is very good for an e-commerce website that handles personal data of your clients. So if you were to create a website with something like a shopping cart in it selling your products, then this is very ideal for you. If you want to try a free open source e-commerce platform, then I recommend to try something like OpenCart, which you can view on the links below this YouTube video or visit www.opencart.com. Bluehost also will have a free plugin called WordPress, which is the simplest, most popular way to create your website or blog. So if you don't use any other software or manually upload your content onto your website, then WordPress is an easier way to get started, especially if you are a beginner. Bluehost also offers 24/7 support, which is another thing that is handy if you need to contact them. Before going to the sign up process and plans that they offer, I also want to thank you for watching my video today, which I hope can help you make a decision on choosing the right web host for your needs. If you do decide to go with Bluehost, please support me by signing up to Bluehost using the affiliate link below on the description of this video at no extra cost to you. And like this video with a thumbs up, and I will be very happy to answer any questions you have about Bluehost. So to get started, when clicking on hosting, there are three options: shared hosting, virtual private server hosting, and dedicated hosting. If you're looking for something inexpensive and basic, shared hosting is probably what you need, and this is what I'll need to host all my websites. While dedicated hosting is the more expensive options, where you actually will be renting a physical server. Mostly that would be useful for companies or people that want full control of their resources. While a VPS, a virtual private server, you will be sharing a physical server with others but on a virtual operating system. Today I am just going to show you what people will use for basic web hosting, and for my needs, the shared hosting plan. With the plans that they offer on a shared hosting, you can get unlimited websites and unmetered space and bandwidth, and you get one domain included. And you can also have unlimited part domains and subdomains as well, as long as that it is not going to consume excessive amounts of server or network resources, or use the services in a way which results in server performance issues, or which interrupts service for other customers mentioned in their terms of service usage policy. And email accounts and storage are unlimited. The enhanced cPanel is really easy to use, and you will be able to set up databases such as using MySQL. They are offering a basic plan or plus plan or recommended choice plus plan, as well as the pro plan. You have the option to uncheck the Office 365 mailbox, free for 30 days if you do not need it, which I will show you in a moment. For me, I will go with the Choice Plus option at $4.49 a month. However, if you want the cheapest price, you have to go with a 36-month advanced payment option, which means you cannot pay per month and have to pay in advance of at least a minimum of 12 months. The other options, such as the 12-month payment plan or the 24-month plan, which affects the price as seen in the video now. You can also untick any options that you do not need to lower the price as well if you do not need them. If you click on other payment options, you will get a new payment option and will be able to use PayPal to make your payment. In other words, that is one of the cons where some people will not like to pay in advance and would rather pay monthly. However, Bluehost is a very reliable and fast service to be with. So in order to get the cheapest price possible, you would have to pay their advance plans of 36 months in advance. So I'm just going to begin now and sign up. I begin by choosing the shared hosting plan, and then I can see what's available and choose the one that suits best for my needs at a reasonable price, which I'm going for the Choice Plus plan. I should get domain privacy, which is one of the reasons I have chosen this plan, as well as unlimited websites and for the free SSL certificate. As I already have a domain name on GoDaddy, I am going to enter an existing one, which I've done, and if you want to benefit for the free new domain name, you can also create one if you don't have an existing one. This brings me to the sign up forms, which I'm filling in just now, which is your name, address, city, and your email address. You also have to, one more thing just to remember, that if you prefer to pay by PayPal instead of card, there is that option to do so as well. So you can actually pay by PayPal if you don't prefer to pay by the card. And I also changed the account plan to 12 months, which I'll do in a moment. Which does cost a bit more per month, but is cheaper for the first time advanced payment for up to a year. So if you are absolutely sure that you're going to be with Bluehost with them for another 36 months, then it's quite handy to pay for 36 months to get the cheaper price per month. Pay for the 36 monthly advanced payment. Now I'm just going to quickly sign up. Now that I've signed up to Bluehost, I should get an email with all the details on how to log in and some information such as server information and other related stuff. And from here on, I will create my username and password so that I can log in to my control panel. And the email I got from Bluehost after signing up gives me this information here, and you'll see that there are some servers at the bottom, ns1 bluehost.com and the ns2.bluehost.com. Those servers are the ones, the DNS servers that you will use for your domain name if you want to use your domain name with Bluehost. And currently what I had to do was, as my domain name's with GoDaddy, I had to go and log in to GoDaddy, the website, and go into the control panel into my domain settings and change the DNS settings to match this for the servers, the NS1 and NS2 for Bluehost, so that when someone types in my domain into their web browser, it will load and use the Bluehost servers. So this screenshot is on my other hosting provider, but for domains where my domain is, and it has the settings. I just enlarged the photo for you just to see that that was me changing my DNS servers for my domain name from GoDaddy. And now to actually get started and log into Bluehost. And now that we have changed the DNS server settings on GoDaddy, I've changed it because my domain's purchased with GoDaddy and I needed to change the DNS servers to point to Bluehost. And once I've done that, this is my website here. It's currently pointing to the default files that are being hosted on Bluehost that we've just signed up to. You can see it's got an SSL Secure Certificate. That took a while to be added. It took some time to process, so if you don't see it straight away, you might have to wait a while until your site has the HTTPS secure lock on it, which is the SSL. And going back to the main Bluehost hosting website, we will go to the login page, and since I've already signed in, it will remember my username and password and log in straight away. If you click on domains, your domains should be listed here. If your domain is not listed here and you need to add it to Bluehost, and you've set the DNS server settings to Bluehost to point to here, which I did earlier for this domain, all you have to do is click on, after clicking domains, click on assign, enter your domain name here, tries to verify it, and then you need to select the option which is best for you. This is how you create multiple websites that can all be hosted on different domain. Well, you can use different domains, but you can host them all on Bluehost if you prefer. And basically you can create a different subdirectory for each domain name. Like down here, you can enter the name of the domain that you want to add here, pointing to, enter a directory that you want to upload files to that point to the domain that you're trying to add. And then you click on assign this domain, and then what should happen is it should get added to your control panel, which should be here. And that's how you can manage all your domains. Now if you click on the button, you should see all the websites here that you've created. And you can create new sites by selecting create site. But it's only relevant to WordPress, and if you remove WordPress, then you won't have those there. So this is my primary one. This is just a test thing, a test site I did earlier. And of course, if you're new to this, you can. There's lots. I'm telling you, there is lots of WordPress tutorials online, so that you would be able to make your own website using WordPress. For me, though, I already have a website, as you can see here, but the files haven't been uploaded yet. But as I already have a website, you can hover your mouse over here and click on Manage Site, and then you can go to Settings. If you're looking to add SSL to your website, you can do it here as well. You can make sure that your URL, your domain name, is pointing to HTTPS. If it's not, you can change it here to HTTPS. And you can click on Security. Your free SSL certificate for that domain name will either be pending or off or on or unavailable. And that's how you set up your free SSL certificate for your domain names, just by clicking on My Sites, hovering it over your mouse, click on Manage Site, and then you click on Security, and you can add it off and on here, as well as click on Settings, making sure that the site URL is in HTTPS for secure. And you'll see that it adds this secure connection SSL certificate to your website. And if we go to Advanced tab, you've got your control panel here, which is very good. You can add all your databases here. You can create new databases using MySQL. You can set up your email accounts and other related stuff as well down here. They also have the FTP accounts manager, where you can create new FTP accounts if you have someone else, or you want to create a separate FTP username and password. You're able to do so here as well for new users. Now you can see here, add and configure FTP accounts to get your website on the internet fast. FTP, for those that don't know, stands for File Transfer Protocol. Allows you to manage the files that are associated with your website through an FTP client such as FileZilla. So it's got FileZilla link. This is the FileZilla website. All you have to do is download FileZilla, and you can set that up with your FTP username and password so that you can log in to your website like this. All my files on my website are currently here. You can delete them, you can upload your website this way. I prefer this way. But for those of you that are not using FileZilla or an FTP client to upload your files, what they also have is something else. Let's just go back to it for a second. If I can go back, close this window to the advanced, here we go, they've got advanced. In advanced they've got something called File Manager. This also allows you to upload and download your own files as well as go through the directories to see what's in them. To upload a file, you'd basically just go up here and upload. Drag and drop your files or click select files, and it will allow you to upload your website files to your account. Now, the upload manager says maximum file size allowed for upload is 500 meg. This seems to be a limit to the file upload in your manager only. You are able to upload files bigger than 500 meg. If you have an FTP client, I'll prove this just now. If I go to my website test file, I uploaded a test file earlier, a 1 gig test file that's over 500 meg. Refresh, and it's currently there. I'll just go to my website just now and I'll type test file 1 gig.zip just to prove that it's there. A 1 gig file is showing there. So this is not really a limit. You can upload bigger files. It's just that the file upload that you're using in your control panel is limited to that size, but that's not actually limited to your account. So that's good to keep in mind as well. If you want to remove WordPress, let's say you didn't want WordPress, basically if you go over to here and do manage site, and then you go into settings, and then at the very bottom you've got this option called delete all site files permanently. If you click on that and you delete all the files on the site, it will delete WordPress. And then with WordPress and my sites, it will not show as a WordPress site. And all you have to do to get WordPress back is create a WordPress site by clicking on that link. All you have now is like a few directories. If I refresh this, got a few directories, and you would upload your website into here. And you have the option to delete anything else that you don't need. And that's pretty much it. So I think that's mostly everything set just now. So I really do hope you enjoyed this video. And again, if you're thinking of signing up to Bluehost, or you have any questions, please leave your comments, and I will try to answer the questions as I can when I'm available. And please click on my affiliate link as well if you're ready to sign up. Support me by clicking on the link below to sign up to Bluehost, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching.